Here is a picture of a book. This book over here says 5775. In between it shows you this part over here and this one dot over here. Okay, one dot and 5 dots. However the movement is, we're not going to talk about it. This is the book and the 10 commandments. Here's a crop circle. See these over here? The blue spots in this book? Look what Google did. Look what Google did. I don't know if you can see it, but Google somehow put the crop circle and this book together. This crop circle, I designed this around the crop circle. You take a look how I designed it. Goes to here, goes to here, goes to here, goes to here, 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 here. It's perfect. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Is there one to here? Yes. One to here, 2. From each one, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. From this one over here, 1, 2. So we're going to go again. This design will come here. This design will come here. This design. So are there 9? There's 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. There's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. How did I design that? I designed it as 3 triangles. 1, 2, 3 triangles. And you get the 9 clock. But the 9 clock goes around in 24. What does that mean? Well, if the 9 clock goes around in 24, wouldn't we have to create this larger? When you bring man out into this world, right? Wouldn't the heartbeat be going up and down instead of just a flat line, right? That will bring, let's say, dimension if we want. But anyways, I just wanted to show you about, didn't want to get into it. I just wanted to show you how this crop circle comes together. And you can see, do you see the holes? It's telling, and you see the circle over here and the yin and the yang. And this piece comes out thinner. And this piece, all these pieces come out thinner with each other. This is the first part of the video. And the second part of this video, I'm going to make my camera video safe. 9, 6, and 3. We want to go to the one world. It'd be 9 minus 8 to get to the one world. 9 plus 8 would get me 8. 6 minus 5 to get to the one world. 6 plus 5 gets me 2. 3 minus 2 to get to the one spirit. 3, what's that? That's a mistake. 3 plus 2 equals to 5. So when you minus to get to the one world, remember we're trying to get to the one world. When we get to the one world, what happens from 3, 6, 9? We remain in the center. H-E-B, Heb, right? H-E-B, Heb. R-E-W, right? R-E-W. 955, Heb, birth. Hebrew birth. 95W, creation, BC creation, the Hebrew birth. That's just what it says. But if you want to know what the M stands for, it means love, or MT, full of the IT system. Love it. I'm loving it. The IT system of rule. So when we go minus and plus, 5, 2, earth, He, earth, B and E, the spirit gates, 1 and 7. Remember B and E in the other video? B and E creates 1 and 7. 1 minus 1 plus is a separation of 68, which is 3/4, which is now DC, which is 4, which is actually, you have, if you reverse this, it becomes 4/3, it becomes 1 1/3. The Heis, hockey rink, frozen in hell. Now, if we want to bring it up to the one world, we add 1, we add 4, we add 7 in order to bring everything to 1. So from your creation here, you're minusing 258, or you're adding 147. Are you coming on the cross to get the spirit? How do you get 1, 4, and 7? From 9, you minus 8, you add 1, angel heaven. You minus 5, you add 4. The sun systems. You minus 2, you add 7. Win a big red sun. 4 earth, joint skies of the spirit, delta angle creation. Delta angle cremation, G God. The French say JD God, right? Or J for G, the delta angle. Jack of diamonds, Jack of clubs, the DC connection, Jack of hearts and Jack of clubs, Hebrew clan, Jack of spade, which stands for the dog and the cat, because the cat gets neutered and spaded, right? The dog gets a spade. The cat gets neutral. Understanding cat and litter. Okay, cat and the litter. How about kitty and cat? Meaning kitty of the cat. 1 and 1. Okay, whatever 1 and 1 from the other world creates the recreation. AB creates the C. 1, 2 equals to 3, but 4, 5 equals to 9. So those are your answers. We skip 6, we skip 7, we skip 8. That is 21. So we did these numbers over here. We went negative and positive. The IT world, did I do this already? The IT world, position. Negotiations, neg. How about generation, position? Neg and positive. We did this in the last video, but I just want to go over red and black, negative and positive. Neg 14 equals to 7 and 5 equals 7 and 5 inside the moon. This will now create 1, 6, 7. 1, 7, and 6, 6 and 7, 1 times 6, 1 plus 6 is what created this. It's the positive, the IT system, 5 times 4, 5 plus 4. Of the active, the itive and the active, IT, AT. Angle of transmission, IT world, suit. This one is 29, runs through the sun. This one's the father that runs through the cube. This becomes 27 when a big red sun, or 15 when a big red sun in Mars, the negative. That's what the number says. 7 times 3 isn't 21. It's 21 and 10. 39 and 21 will create your 60-second clock, but 45 also create your secondary clock. And this one stands for angel, and this one stands for the foxhole. And at the same time, this is disguised as Saturn. These are both the clock. 21 minus 39. 4 and 2 is 6. 5 and 1 is 6. Actually, I shouldn't even be using that. I should do, you cannot do 0. Actually, to get to the clock in this scenario, there is no 0. So all zeros equal 6. 1 and 5 equals 6. That's how I get this number here, because otherwise we'll never find 0. 0 is the separation. Separation, once there is a separation, we know there's an addition because of the separation. Negative and positive, AT and IT. This one comes along with 10. This one comes along from creation of 18, and this one is the creation of 73, and where you have 10 and 21, 1 through 6. When man comes in, he comes in with everything from 1 till 6. We talk about shortening. What about christening? What about 19? 19 or 10? 9, 10? Take away 10 from 9 or add it. 10 minus 9 is 1. Christening, 10, 9, 10, 9. We have short end, Christ end, the Christ end and the short end. You put a circle between 2 short ends and you connect both ends and they keep reverting. Time going over and over and over again. Do you follow what I'm saying? The cord is only enough for 3 inches, but the circle is enough to fill in the gap. So to go around one circle, you're missing an inch. You're missing an inch, right? But you need the circle. You need the 8 inches around to connect this end of the rope to this end of the rope. And here's your passage all the way in. You're 8 around 1, cutting off 4 corners. Christening, 19, christening, shortening. And then you have to remember Christ and Crisco oil. CriscoOil.com. RNI, Cisco oil. Cisco what? Scissors, condemning. Scissors to cut off. Celestial, communication. East, spatial, stop. Passage, communication, a hole, and there's a passage around it, and I think that's the moon. We are running on a, the Earth is sitting up on something if it is round, or if it's round with cutoff points tilted out, just like the Star of David, just like this. And we have all these islands out here sitting on the ocean, but you have to go around this part of the earth and they'll go around this part of the earth. But you're going up and you're going higher into the sky because you're going across. And then you're going lower into the sky, evening out. But you're only getting onto the same, let's call it flat, round earth, because the waters have to go all the way around, right? Or the water's sticking. I didn't want to get into this gravitational pull because we could be pushed down. Just like the water, you can turn over. Another thing I wanted to say is the word bat. Okay, the word bat or a bat upside down is like two ends of a battery, the negative and the positive. You know the way you put electricity and all of a sudden something sticks to it, even if it's upside down, right? All its energy is being pulled. Raphael 7286 in the constellation of Pegasus. Numbers and numbers.